You thought you were gonna be some great saviors?
The Thunderbolts trailer just dropped, and it looks like Marvel is about to deliver a superhero movie like no other in the MCU. It's dark, it's action-packed, and it gives us a team of anti-heroes that are ready to steal the show. Or possibly be a horrible waste of time and money.
The Avengers are not coming.
So let's break it down, but first, hit those like and subscribe buttons so I can keep bringing you these awesome breakdowns. So who do we have? Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, is back, and he is ready to lead the team into battle instead of being the eternal sidekick. This is a big step for him and for Sebastian Stan. This is his chance to take a bigger part in the MCU, but can Bucky be that dude? Yelena Belova, our new favorite sarcastic assassin. She's the perfect mix of deadly and perpetually over it. Florence Pugh looks like she brings her A game again, and her chemistry with the team is already on point. Not to mention, she's another Black Widow, so she's not someone you want to mess with.
Ugh, that was disgusting.
David Harbour returns as the Red Guardian, and he's stronger and funnier than ever. He's a Russian super soldier that, well, is kinda goofy. But for a Russian sleeper agent, he's kind of a good dude.
Damn it.
They brought back Taskmaster. I guess it looks like Marvel is redeeming this character. No one asked for it. I'm excited to see if it works or if it's a big crash and burn like El Diablo in Suicide Squad. Ghost is an underrated character that's finally getting her moment to shine. She's from Ant-Man 2, I Know You Forgot. She's able to phase in and out of physical space, and it's hard to explain, but her power really leads to cool action sequences. The US agent is back, and he's ready to prove himself, but will he be able to redeem his past mistakes? We'll see if that's possible, but maybe there's a chance he can find himself a home somewhere else. All I know is that I'm on the Wyatt Russell train. He's only been in good movies and shows to my knowledge, so let's keep John Walker in the MCU. And he's Snake Plissken's son, so that's enough said.
I only ever did what you asked of me, what you told me to be and trained me to do, and I did it.
Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. She's basically the shady government puppet master pulling all of the strings, and honestly, we're kind of about it. It's really hard to tell if she's the bad guy or the good guy. It kind of feels like she's the bad guy for a good reason, but to be honest, we don't know. Every time she speaks, it just feels shady.
It's Director De Fontaine.
So here it is. Here's the new group.
This team is fired up. We came here to play.
But who are they fighting? The Sentry, played by Louis Pullman, aka President Whitmore's son, is also Bob in Top Gun Maverick. He plays Sentry, or Robert Bob Reynolds, which is kind of funny. He's described as having the power of 1,000 suns, so he's Superman. Let's just tell it like it is. He's MCU Superman, but imagine if Superman and General Zod had a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde one body thing going on. But the Sentry isn't a bad guy, so the question is, who are they really fighting? Is it De Fontaine? I guess we're just gonna have to wait to find out.
So what, do we all just punch and shoot?
Yeah, that, and some of the team have a serious history. Remember when Bucky beat the crap out of John Walker with his own shield in Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Yeah, and now they're on the same team?
God, thank you.
Bucky's entire presence in this trailer feels like one long exacerbated sigh. Their dynamic is going to be, I was Captain America.
No, you weren't.
But I was chosen by the US government.
Yeah, but you also brutally murdered a guy on live TV, so yeah.
Marvel has forced them to work together, and honestly, it could have been my new favorite sitcom. It's just an idea, keep it in the back of your mind. Not to mention Taskmaster is on the team. If Black Widow did Taskmaster dirty, this might be the movie where they try to fix that. We see her in action again, mimicking fighting styles like it's a TikTok copycat challenge, only with weapons. Taskmaster is Antonia Dreykov, the daughter of the Red Room's evil overlord Dreykov.
Nearly killed my Antonia.
Yelena is not going to be happy about working with her. Taskmaster was literally hunting Yelena and Natasha in Black Widow, and she was one of Dreykov's biggest weapons and directly tied to the Red Room, which Yelena fought her whole life to escape. Even though Natasha freed Antonia from the freaky mind control, that doesn't mean that Yelena is gonna be like, let's hug it out. She's definitely not the hugging type anyways. I'd also say that Red Guardian is gonna feel some kind of way about it, but he's a bit of a wild card.
I want to break something.
Oh yeah, he thinks that the Winter Soldier is really, really cool. So here's some team dynamic predictions. Someone is going to betray the team. My money is on Ghost. She just has a betrayer face. Bucky is going to get tired of babysitting and give a big speech about how none of them are Avengers worthy, making him look like a huge jerk for a minute. Yelena is going to steal this whole movie for a lot of reasons, but mostly her one-liners. Red Guardian will have at least 4, count them, 4 ridiculous goofball dad moments. And yeah, like I said, Taskmaster and Yelena will definitely have some tension and will need to fight about it for a bit. But okay, let's break down the trailer. We start with a city under siege, buildings crumbling and chaos everywhere. A shadowy figure hovers above, exuding an ominous vibe like it's a cheap cologne. This mysterious antagonist is later hinted to be Sentry. In the comics, Sentry possesses an insane amount of power, but struggles with a dark alter ego known as the Void. Yeah, the Void is no fun. He's a real knucklehead, if you know what I mean. Then we cut to Dave Fontaine. She's addressing a government committee,
The Avengers are not coming.
emphasizing that we need a new team to tackle these emerging threats. And this is setting the stage to form the Thunderbolts. And I mean, Bucky is right there.
Here's your sign.
But it looks like he's gonna have to track them down, and they aren't really the type to talk to the government.
There's some big threat out there, and you are gonna help me stop it.
Wait, us?
Next, we see that Bucky has everyone, including John Walker, tied up. I'm not even sure how it's possible to tie up Ghost, but he probably figured that out. It'll be like made of vibranium and she can't phase through that or something. The trailer ramps up with these intense action sequences. A high-speed chase through congested city streets showcasing the team's tactical prowess. Red Guardian engaging in hand-to-hand combat with his brute strength on full display. Ghost using her phasing ability to infiltrate a heavily guarded facility, underscoring her strategic importance to this team. But she has the most sadistic face of all time, so I don't know, I'm having trouble trusting her already. The team confronts this shadowy antagonist, aka the Void, and in a shocking display of power, he effortlessly overpowers Bucky, tearing his vibranium arm right off. As we saw in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, this actually emotionally affects Bucky. He taunts them, saying,
You thought you were gonna be some great saviors?
This encounter really shows us how formidable the challenge they face is and raises a lot of questions about their ability to overcome such a powerful enemy. They aren't used to losing, but also these anti-heroes have never faced an Avengers level threat before. And Sentry is probably too strong for the Avengers, so how are the Thunderbolts gonna survive? The trailer ends with a montage of the team standing together, beaten up, but still standing. And that's the sign of a real hero, right? But the question remains, can this plucky but desperate group of individuals coalesce into a cohesive unit capable of confronting the impending threat of this Superman-level villain?
Be the heroes on the Wheaties box with the little giddy toy.
On paper, this movie seems like a good idea, but I can't shake the feeling that it feels like it's a couple of years too late. We've seen Marvel struggle post-Endgame, Secret Invasion, I'm Looking at You, and now they're asking us to care about a whole team of mostly side characters who've been chilling in the background for years in some cases. But then I think about Star Wars, how some people despised the prequels when they came out. But for me at 10 years old, that was my Star Wars. So maybe the Thunderbolts will be someone else's Winter Soldier. This could be the movie that cements these characters as icons for a whole new generation. Sentry is the big question mark. The dude is stupidly overpowered, and if the rumors are true, he's the main villain, and that's not exactly a fair fight for anyone. The Void alter ego storyline is going to be cool, but if they handled the mental health angle poorly, it could come off as preachy and tank the movie before it even gets a fair shot. That doesn't bother me, but it definitely bothers some of you, which is crazy to not want a movie to have some kind of moral, but hey, you do you. Red Guardian will be cool. He was fun in What If, but that doesn't count for this story. So right now, he's just a drunk middle-aged guy on a couch who happens to have the super soldier serum. And I just don't want him to be a joke. I want him to use those acting skills to move the audience in other ways too.
With a little giddy toy.
Ghost and Taskmaster, let's be honest, no one asked for them. I'm curious on how they'll make them relevant. But look, Marvel knows what they're doing. Right? They've given us some of the all-time greats. Infinity War, Civil War, Winter Soldier, but also Eternals happened. But if they can make me care about this team, I'll happily eat my words. But right now, it's a wait-and-see game. But my final verdict is that it looks interesting, but it is kind of a hard sell. Does it have potential for greatness? Sure. Does it have potential to be completely forgettable? Also sure. Will I definitely still go to the theater and watch it? Absolutely. But alright, that was the breakdown. What do you think? Is Thunderbolts gonna be a hit or miss? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like, subscribe, and we will see you next time. Hey, thanks for watching. Click here for more videos and subscribe to keep up with all the Blake's World updates. I'd appreciate it. Alright, I'll see you next time.